But the main thing Ivy is furious about, and all power to her elbow, is the fact the BBC has taken away her free TV licence, and she's not going to pay it, and she will go to prison rather than hand over the cash, 157 quid for a licence that has been free to her for some time now. Hello, Ivy.
Hello.
Tell us about why you're taking a very brave stand here, but you obviously feel very strongly that it's extremely wrong of the BBC to take away the free television licence that you and your fellow pensioners have had for some time. Tell us why you're so angry.
Well, can you tell me why the BBC are targeting the pensioners? Because there's a lot of people who are not pensioners and they're not paying their licence, but they're targeting the pensioners. They're taking that away. And I think it's about time they gave pensioners something. We have the lowest pensions in the whole of Europe. It just seems that they just don't care about them.
Tell us about how important television is to you. Do you live on your own, or do you live in a care home, or?
No, personally, I have to admit, I'm not a television fan. I'm not. I'm a reader.
Okay.
And so that has nothing to do with me. I can't afford the licence. I can. But there's a lot of people who are going to have a hard time. I had one lady call me and tell me that she has to now decide whether she has this button for her health. If she takes ill, she presses a button and she gets immediate help. Whether she can afford that or she can afford a television licence, which is a friend to her. It's as though there's someone in the house because she's on her own. She has no family. And this woman has to decide this. Which one can she afford? Now, I think that is absolutely criminal. When you think of the ones that are getting paid way in excess of £100,000 a year for sitting on a couch and blabbing.
Millions of pounds.
You're right. I mean, that's exactly what they do. So you're going to take one for the team if necessary. You think it's a point of principle for you, for your friend that you were just talking about. For a lot of old people, as you quite rightly say, the TV is their friend. And I think that people of your generation have always respected and looked up to the BBC, but all of a sudden it doesn't care about you. It is abandoning you.
Exactly. They're only interested in, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'll say it anyway.
Go for it.
Like that. I say it as I see it. Like Gary Lineker, 1.75 million a year to sit and talk damned football. And he's got other ex-footballers sitting. How much are they getting?
So that's 12,000 pensioners are needed to pay Gary Lineker's wages.
Yeah, that's a good point Ash just made, Ivy. 12,000 pensioners licence fees pay Gary Lineker's wages. So if they gave him a reasonable wage, they could keep giving lots of you and your friends free licences.
Yeah. Does he need the money?
No.
Does he need the money?
No, he does those crisp adverts.
Pensioners need their television.
They do. So you're going to take, if necessary, you're going to make a thing of this. I really admire you because someone had to do it. You'll make a thing of this. You won't pay your licence. And if they want to take you to prison, they can take you. You'll do it, yeah?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, my twin sister's coming with me.
What's your twin sister called?
Hazel.
Hazel and Ivy, you're off to jail.
Oh, we're great.
Like the Cray twins again, isn't it?
She's coming with me, so she's good. She says so long as we get a twin room, we're not going to a hotel.
Well, good for you. And I took the liberty of assuming that you would agree with me that the BBC thinking of getting rid of Land of Hope and Glory and Rule Britannia at the last night of the proms is exactly what's wrong with the BBC these days. They don't understand you and me and their traditional audience.
They're not giving a damn about us.
Right.
they don't give a monkeys about us.
Yeah.
They're coming down to the government, to Mr. No, don't say it.
No. Keep it clean. Keep it clean, Ivy. It's a family show.
Oh, they're coming down to him and his other people there. They're given to the rich.
Yeah.
That's what the problem is.
Yeah. But I don't think even lots of rich people. This is a kind of a madness, a politically correct madness, isn't it? To get rid of our favourite patriotic songs, "Land of Hope and Glory" and "Rule Britannia." I mean, it's just crazy, don't you think?
Well, you see, I'm sorry to say this, but that's the English way.
Oh.
Go on.
If they were trying to take away our song, then I would be.
Scotland the Brave.
No, but Rule Britannia is Britain, isn't it? And Land of Hope and Glory, it's all British. It's not.
Britannia, Rule Britannia. It's maybe Britain, but it's more English than anywhere else in Britain.
I suppose so.
Tell us a bit about yourself, Ivy. You're obviously from Scotland. We worked that out. Trained observers. What did you do with your life?
What have I done?
Yeah.
You name it, and I've tried it.
Okay. Were you married? Do you have kids or anything?
Oh yeah, I was married. I got rid of him.
And do you want Scottish independence on another matter, or do you want us to all stay together?
Sorry?
Do you want Scottish independence?
Yes.
No.
Well, that'll be interesting, Ivy. If you get Scottish independence, there are a lot of people are saying, well, you can't have the BBC.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I don't want the BBC. I won't miss them, no.
You get your own programmes in Scotland.
But you've clearly, I mean, you said that you don't watch much telly yourself. You're more of a reader. But clearly, whereabouts is it you're living now? Is this a care home, or is that your own place?
No, I'm staying in
It's
my
our own
own.
house. Look, you can see.
It's actually my son's home I'm staying in.
Okay. But you've spoken to a lot of your friends who are very, very upset about what the BBC are proposing to do, or what they've already done.
All of my friends are upset. We're all willing to go to prison. Let me put it that way. And I've said if we all go to prison and we get in the same one, by the way, there is a prison just round the corner from me.
And ironically, you'll get a free TV, and you don't have to pay a licence when you're in there.
That's a good point.
Said he would come and visit me.
I'll visit you. We'll visit
We'll
you.
come and visit you, but you know, Ash has just pointed out a good point, Ivy, that so you don't pay your TV license. The BBC basically take you to court and you end up in prison. When you're in prison, you'll be able to watch the TV without paying a license.
By the way, I found out you don't get to watch TV. Well, I don't know about England, but you don't get to watch TV for nothing.
Oh.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, that's what I've been told.
Well, they just tell you that, I think. Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
Well, if you're in prison, how can you afford to pay for it?
Mailbags. You sew mailbags.
So do you and your friends are struggling by on the normal pension? So £157.50
Terrible,
for a year's television. That's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Hi.
For a lot of pensioners, it's unaffordable. Like you're all right, aren't you? But you're doing it for a principal, Ivy. There's a lot of pensioners who, like you say, can't afford essential things.
Even if I couldn't afford it, my son or my daughter or even my grandson would probably pay it for me.
Yeah.
Well, but you wouldn't want that, would you? Because you're trying to make a point of principle here.
My daughter said to me tonight, "Go on, mother. Suck it to them."
I like your daughter. That's what I want to say to you.